All right, so what's going on, family? Can we talk? Can we try to figure out all of us and converse to see, okay, where's this AI thing about to go? Have you thought about this? Because according to Reuters, Apple is now in talks to let Google's AI model, Gemini, to power iPhone AI features. This is coming from Bloomberg, a reputable source. I think you guys can see the AI wars just heating up. With the partnership that Microsoft has with OpenAI, you can now see Google partnering with Apple. This is the beginning stages of the next technology phase. Who's going to be the big ballers? Who's going to be the big players in AI? It's being fomented right now. So like if you're looking for a stock that has a potential to continue to increase in value, you're seeing it happen right now. These companies coming together, partnering. So out of Apple and Google, which one do you think is going to be more valuable? Between Microsoft and if OpenAI ever goes public, which one do you think will be more valuable? Why would Apple even allow Google to place their AI model on their phones, on their devices? I thought Apple was going to create their own AI. Something's not adding up in that perspective. If Apple is going to be a player in artificial intelligence, then they need to go ahead and create their own language model and place it on their own iPhones. Why allow an outside source to have their AI models on your devices unless you got a sweet deal out of it? Unless you're able to use their AI model to where you don't have to go out and create your own and invest billions of dollars in that perspective. What do you guys think? Apple is in talks to build Google's Gemini, artificial intelligence engine into the iPhone. Bloomberg News reported on Monday, citing people familiar with the situation. So it's happening. The negotiations are about licensing Gemini for some new features coming to the iPhone software this year, the report said, adding that the terms or branding of an AI agreement or how it would be implemented have not been decided. Why would Apple do that? Why would they allow Google to place their AI model Gemini on their phones? Does it make sense to you? How much do you think Apple is going to gain from licensing Gemini on their phones? Alphabet shares jumped more than 6% in early US trading, while Apple was up only 2.5%. It is unlikely that any deal would be announced until June, when Apple plans to hold its annual conference of developers, and the iPhone maker also recently held talks with ChatGPT maker OpenAI about using its model, according to the report. Do you guys even think Apple's going to make their own artificial intelligence? Why are they reaching out to these other artificial intelligence companies or these other language models? Is Apple in trouble or something? Is this something that we don't know about that's going on internally that is making Apple go out of its own organization and find other businesses that already has artificial intelligence to bring it on over into Apple? Apple, Alphabet owned Google, and OpenAI did not immediately respond to Reuters' request for a comment about this situation. A potential deal between the firms could help Google expand the use of its AI services to more than 2 billion active Apple devices. Huge. Boosting the search giant's effort to catch up with Microsoft, backed by OpenAI. It can also help allay investor fears about the slow rollout of AI apps by Apple, which has lost the crown of the world's most valuable firm after a 10% decline in its shares this year. The firms have a years-long partnership that makes Google the default engine on Apple's Safari web browser. Okay, now it's kind of making sense a little bit. And a Gen AI tie-up may help the Alphabet unit navigate fears that searches like ChatGPT could threaten its search dominance. But the agreement could also invite sharper scrutiny from U.S. regulators. Oh brother, here we go. Who have sued Google on grounds that it unlawfully stifled competition by paying billions of dollars to Apple to maintain its monopoly in search. And now Google's trying to continue to have that competition stifled, according to U.S. regulators, by placing their AI features on Apple phones. Quote, this strategic partnership is a missing piece in the Apple AI strategy and combines forces with Google for Gemini to power some of the AI feature Apple's bringing to market, said Daniel Ives, an analyst at Whitbush. Quote, this is a major win for Google to get into the Apple ecosystem and have access to the golden installed base of Cupertino, with a clearly and major license fee attached to this, he said, referring to Apple's California headquarters. What do you guys think? It looks like it's a plus for Google, but maybe not so much for Apple. Apple CEO Tim Cook said last month that the company is investing significantly in generative AI and will reveal more about its plans to put the technology to use later this year. Yeah, I wonder what that could be, because it looked like they're trying to implement Google into their Apple devices. The Bloomberg report said Apple was planning to use its own homegrown AI models for some new capabilities in its upcoming iOS 18, but was seeking a partner to power Gen AI features, including functions for creating images and writing essays based on simple prompts. So what do you guys think? Is that a plus or a negative for Apple? So off the news, the market did go a little bit higher in Apple. Cool, no problem. But is it a buy? Because on our last video for Apple, we didn't drop a price prediction. Maybe we can do one now. Maybe not. Here it is on the 3. How do you feel about this stock right now? Is this the buying opportunity? Should we come in and expect the market in Apple to begin to go higher because of this 5-day bar? We got the indication of weakness, but then the next 5 days it didn't go down. The market actually closed higher than the previous 5 days. Here it is on the week. Here it is on the 2. So yeah, we're currently seeing the idea that buyers are hitting the market in Apple right above our buy zone. So that's still occurring, right? But I don't know. I'm not convinced yet. You may be. You may look for the market in Apple to continue to shoot higher price, but I just don't see it yet, especially off of the reaction from the information released yesterday. So we saw this massive move higher on that 7-hour bar, right? If this was information or news that people really liked, then the next 7-hour bar would not have ended down. It came up, it came right back down. So that tells me that there's still some weakness into the market for Apple. And it's making me say I gotta put this on pause, because I want to see how weak these sellers are going to push down the price in Apple. It may just come back down to this level, or it's going to come back down to our buy zone. Either or, we'll see. But the reaction is telling me, yeah, people didn't buy that. They didn't like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to simply stand back right now. Chill out. Not even going to mess with it right now, because I need to see how incentivized are the sellers right now, or the buyers. Give me your thoughts. Make sure you maintain the profitability, and as always, trade different.